Hello everyone, cheers for returning. So next kit up is the KitBox PZY Porsche 911 GT2RS MR combo version. Dug everything out the box that I need for the exterior, and I've sort of got it all prepped up. It's all had an IPA bath to get rid of the sort of mold release agents. I've done a little bit of prep work to the body. So what I've decided to go for was, out of the two sets of wheels, decided on these ones. Quite like the look of them. A couple of other little details. With it being the combi version, I suppose you've got the choice to build it how you want to build it. If you don't fancy sticking to like one of the set liveries. The side scoops, not sure which ones I'm going to do. There's a slight difference between the two, not much. But one of them will get picked once it's been primed and the body's been painted. And a check over of the instructions. And I was saying before, if you're doing the standard version, which this mainly will be, about filling in the front where the aero cardinals go. So I've gone ahead and done that. And it also suggests about using a solid part on the rear wing, if I can find it, which is this one here. I wasn't overly keen on the look of that. I preferred the version for the MR, which has got a little notch in it. Find it here. So I've actually attached that one to the build. It does say about carbon in it, having it separate and carboned. I want it all body colour, so I've glued it in, and I've done a little bit of filling work when I did the front. So I glued it in place, and then filled in using some Firescale acrylic putty. So that went in, it's been sanded off, reshaped, looks good. So the same on the rear wing. And what I've also done with the spoiler, I was looking up some reference photos, and I see a few of these without the rear wing mounted, and I quite like the look of them. So what I decided was, if I wanted the wing on, then popped a couple of magnets in the rear wing and in the supports. I need to sort of shape it a little bit better so it sits nicer, but you get the idea. So the wing will be magnetically held, or it won't have the wing on it, and I honestly like it more without, but it's nice to have the option of both. Did have a little faux pas moment. I only had 4 magnets, only little 2x1 magnets. Had 4, needed 4, and ended up losing one. It disappeared somewhere, and I can't find it, so I've been waiting for an order for some more to come in so I can do the other wing support, and then both of them will be ready to be attached if I want them on there. So yeah, other than that, this is all ready for primer now. The colour I'm going for, I've been having a play around with a few colours. I did have this colour earmarked for a different Porsche, so it's the Violet chromeaflair Porsche 911 Millennium from Firescale. This is their water-based paint. Had that earmarked for the Tamiya Porsche 911, but I thought I'd give it a go on this. So I've got a couple of test shapes which are sprayed up. I don't know how well the camera's going to actually pick up the colour, but it's a nice purple to the naked eye with a green sort of tinge in the right light. So I don't know how well it's going to show it. But yeah, under the 2K, so it is a nice purple with a green sort of flick to it. So that'll be the body colour. Hopefully it'll look a little bit better on the actual body than on the smaller shape. So yeah, what we'll do is I'll go ahead now, I'll get everything primed up, I'll get the body colour down, and then we'll come back when that's all done. So I'll speak to you all very soon. Right, so we're back with body colour down now, as you can see. Everything was primed in Firescale dark primer. Then all the trim parts were sprayed with Mr. Surfacer 1500 black. I quite like that. That's, for a primer, it lays down smoothly. It looks quite nice. So a lot of the black trim will stay like that. I say it sort of went down nice and smoothly. It's got a little bit of a sheen to it, which I quite like. I think that'll go quite well against the body colour. So yep, that's all the black bits. Some of them, they're meant to be carbon. I'm in an R in whether I want to do the carbon decals on them or not. But we'll see once I've got a clear coat on the body. Body wise, we went with the Violet chromeaflair from Firescale. So this is their water-based paint. It comes in a 15ml bottle, 30 or a 60. But the 15ml bottle, I used probably about half a bottle. I'd already used some of it on some test shapes, so used about half a bottle. Just a little bit thinner in there because it was just a little bit thick for the airbrush, so a couple of drops of thinner in each sort of cup. But yeah, that had probably about 5 or 6 light coats, and the colour's gone down really well. It's really matte at the moment. You can see some of the purple green sort of flicking colour, but once I get the 2K down in a minute, that should hopefully pop the colour up quite nicely. So yeah, that was primed in the dark grey primer, which is what they recommend on the website, and then say 5 or 6 light coats to build up the colour. So the body was done, and also rear wing, that is meant to be carbon, but what I've done is I've gone body colour. If I don't like it, then I can put the carbon over the top. Yeah, the rear wing end plates, that's the wing mirrors and the door handles. So that's everything that needed body colour. So they're all done. They're going to be 2K'd in a minute. I'm going to 2K them first to get the colour to pop. Then when I put the decals on, depending which one I have, the colour should pop underneath the decals. That's my thinking. If I put the decals on now, with it being water based, it shouldn't affect the paint, but I don't want to risk it. And also where there's some gaps in the letterings, I'll just find some of the decals. So if I do end up using any of the GTs where you've got the gaps for the GT, my thinking is if I 2K it now so the colour pops underneath it, if not, you're going to have the matte colour where the sort of GT2RS is. So yeah, we'll 2K it now, and then we'll come back and put the decals on, and then possibly another layer of 2K on top. Other little bits done. Haven't decided what I'm doing with the brake calipers yet. They're probably going to go yellow or green. Wheels, I'm sort of playing around with a couple of colours, but once again, once the true body colour comes up, then I can decide what I'm doing. But I've gone with, that's a white aluminium, there's a pearl gold, so that will pop when it's under 2K as well. It probably needs a black base just to bring it up a bit more. And that one was a light grey pearl. Again, I think that might just pop slightly with a bit of 2K or a gloss coat on there. But I'll decide the wheel colours once I've sort of decided what I'm doing, once the body's all up and clear coated. So I'll get the clear coat down and we'll be back in a minute. Right, so 2K's been down probably about an hour or so now. It's really popped the colour quite nicely. It was what I was looking for. I was a bit dubious about it on the test shape. Sort of didn't show it too well, but now it's on the actual body. Yeah, you've got the nice purple to green flip. Yeah, laid well. So I'll give it sort of 24-48 hours, and then I'll sort of decide what decals are going on it. I'm not sure how well it's showing on the camera, but to the naked eye, yeah, you can see the colour flip quite nicely. So yeah, it was the body done, the rear wing, the end plates. Yeah, really happy with it. So we used the Firescale 2K gloss, so on there, and I had to go back to the old trusty Sparmax Max 3 for this one. The normal airbrush I use, so it seems to be a bit of a problem with it, so got the old workhorse out. That thing yesterday was pumping out primer, no problem at all. Give it a quick clean and it's laid a really nice sort of 2K job tonight. So yeah, happy. I will let this sit, decide on the decals. We'll come back in a bit once I've got the wheels done, and then we'll go from there. So I'll speak to you all in a minute. Right, so that's everything now painted, 2K decaled. The only real bit of detailing I've got left to do will be the PE parts, which I'll do later, and the headlights just need a silver or chrome doing to them. What we did do, me being me, I was talking to a couple of builders on Instagram and wasn't overly keen on the wheel choices, so we ended up going with a dark bronze, which sort of offsets quite nicely against the body. There'll be a little video after this, just to sort of show it on a turntable with some wheels in there. Brake calipers, again, red wasn't an option to start off with, but because I went with the red decals, thought I'd do red calipers. Rear wing, if I use the rear wing, I've got the red Porsche, and it's actually worked quite well. Where I 2K'd it first, it sort of popped the colour and then put the decal on top, and I've just put another coat of 2K over the top just to sort of bind it all together, but it has brought the colour out where the clear film on the decals is. So body wise, just testing a couple of the black trim parts. So it gives it a bit of a mean sort of sinister look, the body colour against the black, which is why I'm not going to go for the carbon. I think carbon just won't look right. So we got the black on the front. Decal wise, so literally just gone with a small GT2RS there, one on the rear, and then what I did was picked out a little bit of AK deep red, just to pick out the Porsche badge and to pick out the GT2RS on the front. So I quite like the look of it like this. So I did and ah about the carbon, but just the surface of black against the body colour, I do like the look of that. So that's the route we're going down, and the more I look at it like this, the more I am tempted with leaving the rear wing off. So yeah, that's everything, I say, exterior wise done now. So this will be left about another week, and what we'll do is we'll crack on with the interior. So I'll start that, and that'll be the next part. So I'll speak to you all soon.